Female lion cub, abandoned by pride, finds herself an unlikely new family. Surga is no different from any other baby who craves their parents' attention. Only this incredible animal is a tiny lioness cub, a princess of the jungle, if you will, and her parents are not who you would ever expect. Surga, the lioness, was found by rescuers just in the nick of time in February 2012. The baby lion was discovered close to death from starvation on a farm in the jungle. Baby Surga was one of 3 new cubs born to a pride of lions in Botswana. Yet when the other 2 newborns tragically died shortly after their births, something terrible happened to Surga as well. Since the other 2 lion cubs had passed, the adults of the pride decided that Surga should not be a part of their group either. The poor cub was abandoned by his parents and left for dead. A conservationist named Valentin Gruner and his team discovered the poor baby at the farm in Botswana during a rescue mission and brought the lioness cub to their headquarters. Baby Surga was on the brink of death due to malnutrition and effects of the harsh elements. Valentin, who is the co-founder of the Modisa Wildlife Project in Kalahari, worked with a veterinarian to help do whatever they could to save the poor creature, who weighed just 4 pounds when they found her. Surga was soon put on a drip IV to combat severe dehydration. Veterinarians and Surga's rescuers hoped that the drip, combined with a diet, would help fatten up the tiny cub. Valentin created a heavy recipe that the cub enjoyed, consisting of fresh eggs, cream, milk, vitamins, sunflower oil, and calcium. Over time, the recipe worked and Surga started to grow. To this day, we believe she is probably the most spoiled and well-fed lion in Botswana, Valentin Gruner said. Nearly a year after Valentin and his team found Surga, she had put on about 170 pounds. The young lioness had been weaned off her diet and onto raw meat like she would in the wild. Surga was now fully grown at 3 years old, and since she didn't have a lion pride of her own, Valentin and the other animal experts became like a surrogate family to her. The problem was that Surga's animal instincts craved the kind of love and compassion one can only get from a parent. For that, 27-year-old Valentin found himself acting as a parent to the once abandoned baby lion. Now a teenager in lion years, Surga would have never survived without her guidance and parental care. Just like a baby would do, Surga would put her giant head in Valentin's lap and doze off to sleep, or put her arms around his shoulders to show her affection. After all, every child craves some sort of physical interaction from their parents. And since Valentin had been rearing Surga since she was a newborn, there was no one better to step in and fill that void than him. However, just like with any 3-year-old, Valentin certainly had his hands full. These days, Valentin and his team are working hard with their fussy lioness by trying to teach her everything she's been robbed of away from the wild. Being raised by conservationists has been bittersweet for Surga, as her team worries she won't be able to take care of herself. That's why German-born Valentin and his partner Mikkel Legarth from Denmark have committed to teaching Surga everything she needs to know to be able to make it on her own in the wild. They care for the lioness, but know they can't keep such a majestic creature away from her home forever. The heroes would spend endless hours coaching the wild beast how to hunt, as these skills aren't always instinctive for lions. Learning how to stalk and kill their prey is usually taught by expert older lions in the pride to younger ones, so Mikkel and Valentin had to study well to teach Surga. Teaching Surga to hunt is everything in preparing her to survive in the wild. After all, if you don't kill, you won't eat, and in the safari, it's kill or be killed. We didn't want Surga to become like other lions in captivity, constantly fed by streams of tourists. said Mikkel. She hunts her own food, taking antelopes, and she'll let us be near her when she eats it, which is remarkable. Yet experts have been very careful not to let Surga become too domesticated over the years and hope this will give her a better chance at normalcy in the future. We want to release her eventually as a wild lion, not as one who has met lots of people. That would be dangerous. She only interacts with me and Valentine, Mikkel said. Filmmaker Jürgen Josewitz eventually caught wind of Surga's story and propositioned Valentine and Mikkel to invite him along on their journey. The naturalist's incredible bond with Surga will be featured in a 6-part series titled Lionheart, which will be released later in 2017. The journey will also show her eventual release and their difficult goodbye. Unsurprisingly, the footage shows Surga cuddling and hugging her human parents as they scratch her belly and rub her furry face. And just to be polite, Surga respectfully keeps her claws sheathed and her jaw clamped during play sessions with her humans. If there's anything either one of them will miss when Surga reaches the wild, it'll be this.